All right, that brings us to the closing notes, which I will do. But before we do that, we also want to thank you all for coming here, but in particular also the people who made it possible that we're all here, which includes the chairs, and the chair of Open Sky, Vincent, will also say a few words to this and say thanks.
Yes, thank you. So every good thing comes eventually to an end, and this is the case for the Open Sky Symposium 2024. Before wrapping up, I want to thank two persons which have contributed to making this event working as smooth and as nice as possible. This is Amy and Manuel. I would like you to come to the floor. So your hard work and dedication has been the driving force for our symposium this year. So we are all very grateful for the countless hours I'm sure you have had to invest and making this such a smooth event. And also we had a very nice program this year. So I have here some small present for you, some sweet present for you. Some people say that with chocolate you can answer all problems, all answers, and you have been able to answer all questions, all problems for our conference. So here is a small present for our gratitude to that. Thank you very much, and a big applause. And also thank you all for submitting papers to this conference, for coming here, and even if you didn't have a paper to present. And with that, I want to, and also thanks to our online participants who are also listening. With that, I want to give the word back to Martin for the closing remarks.
Thank you, Vincent. Yes, I won't keep it long, but you know these closing notes, you know what's to be expected. Just a couple of numbers. This shows that Open Sky is not just needed by the people in the room, but by a lot of people around the world. They need OpenADSB data, right? So I've talked about this before. We had a massive bump, of course, in requests in 2020. This was COVID. We were inundated and with requests during March 2020. We responded with creating a data set on COVID flight data. So after that, we got a few requests, basically 2021, 2022, but we've reached a record in 2023, and we will have easily a record for data requests through our platform in 2024, because we're already past that, I think, actually today. So we'll have significant growth in people using Open Sky data. This is also illustrated by this other metric, which we keep updating. You see the different topics. By now, ATM, machine learning, and many others are certainly dominating. Overall, we had a record number of publications. It's growing a little bit less fast, but still it is growing. And we definitely will have a new record in 2024 here as well, because yeah, it was 124 last year, and we're already at over 100 without papers from this symposium counted. So we will have a significant publication record using Open Sky data this year. Very briefly, our infrastructure news. As probably most of you have seen, we have successfully completed our move from our old Impala shell to Trino this year. We did send, after the beta phase, we sent a sunset note in March to all the 1,551 people who have ever received access to our Impala shell over 10 years. Some came back, of course. Many people, students, have not been at the university anymore. The email address is not working. But we are already back to 385 users on Trino now in the past 6 months. So that's kind of the new people and the hardcore that are always using the data. We had very good feedback, integration with all of the libraries, both UNCs and Xaviers support, very helpful. We have good feedback and performance control and usability. With that, just from my end, a slight cry for help or some idea, because we have too many requests from people who are not actually talking to us. It's dozens a day sometimes. And it's these type of people. It's just like that, all of the time. Guess what? Like seriously, what? It's a diatribe, you don't have to read it, but we get all of this all of the time. Why? Because of AI. Sadly, there is a product called OpenSky that is also a credit card in the US. And people Google this. And then AI tells them, look, there's this, probably correct or not, I don't know, phone number, but you could also use our email address. So we get hundreds of these all of the time. And you can't reach these people, and they don't actually have an email address. That's why it picks up our email address. They don't want to be contacted by email. So all these frustrated, helpless users are coming to us. And you can't automate the answers to it because, I mean, then we would send some rude message to other people as well. So if you have an idea, or I don't know anyone at Google working on that AI, let me know. Yes, sure, but again, that it clearly doesn't solve our problem, the AI, so I think it makes things worse. Anyway, the big reveal, Symposium 2025. We will be going to this place. That's also a picture that I have been sent. So it has a waterfall on campus. It's nice. Let's go there next year. We've received a tentative date already, so put in your calendar, could change, but that's what we have received. So very much looking forward to going to Sweden next year for the first time with the symposium. That also means we can name the chairs. So, of course, as most of you will be aware, this will be Tatiana. She has done our TPC before, but next year she will be chairing the symposium, the local and the general chairing. Of course, we're always happy for the support from Jose Miguel and the PRC. And lastly, the program committee will be taking over from Manuel by Ramon from Eurocontrol. Sadly, he can't be with us, but he said he was very happy to take over the program committee, and I'm sure he will run a very nice program for next year in Sweden. So yeah, thank you, Ramon. And with that, I think we can close this year's symposium. Thank you all for coming.